Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ark Twilight of the Spirits. We are in the final dungeon, and this could very well be the end of the game. Coming up, or the final boss fight, and then the end of the game. I mean, last time the game surprised me with the sudden... Oh yeah, this looks very final. Last time the game surprised me with an actual treasure room. A little reminiscent of the dungeons of the previous games, which, let's be honest, this game has been pretty much lacking in that regard. I mean, dungeons have been extremely basic, extremely short, and, you know, hardly any branching paths whatsoever. And this really was the first pure, flat-out treasure room that the previous games had so many of. Well, I mean, specifically the third, I guess. Second probably as well. Anyway, let's see, we obviously have at least one more trash fight. Going to basically pick everyone who still has things to learn. Right, that is everyone, well, everyone except Darc, Kharg, Paulette, and Tatiana still has things to learn. Deepak only has Resurrection to learn. It's not that interesting. I mean, let's be honest. Most skills, most skills that I'm going to learn I'm probably not even going to use at all, except maybe to show them off if I can get them. Like that super expensive skill that Volk can learn. Also, we have new enemies here. Elemental, okay. Specifically fire elemental, if I had to guess. Stance mobs. I think we've seen these floating fire type enemies before. Kind of will-o'-the-wisp. But not these ones. Yeah, you won't be able to hit more than one target here. So let's just get some regular old damage in, and I mean, you do have a blizzard. Unfortunately, the radius is not good enough. Well, it's almost dead. Kind of a lot of health left. 17. Maybe we can control an elemental. And indeed we can. Cool. Ah, nice. Oh, okay, it's turn already. It's pretty slow. Kind of cool looking, I guess. Magic. Firestorm. Can't really use that a lot, but also, unfortunately, won't be able to hit more than one of these enemies. Maybe. Okay. Guess their hit rate just seems to suck. Maybe if we wait there and the elemental does not get killed by the wisps, they will maybe come close enough together so I can use Firestorm. Oh wow, was Spock already hurt? He doesn't have that little health, right? Okay, that guy didn't know what to do. Oh no, he must have been very hurt. I just completely forgot to actually heal people before him. My bad. But he's still alive, yeah, okay, so Choco's also hurt. Who's our best healer? Oh, Chameleon. Yeah, I guess her turn should be coming up. Let's see here. Explosion. I mean, these are all fire enemies, but if I can get them all, it's probably still worth it. I mean, the skill is just ludicrously expensive. Maybe at this point, late in the game, they expect you to be using some kind of trinket that reduces spell costs for characters that you actually want to use. I don't know. Maybe I am kind of expected to just focus a lot more on a smaller selection of characters than spreading the love around so much. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover everyone, even though I think possibly only Volk and Choco need healing. And you can use your swoosh, I guess. Oh, that's a linear. Nope. Can I please back out? Push the button several times there, and it didn't exit. Go. I mean, it's wind. Should either extinguish them or make them stronger. Oh, okay. Good damage. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and hope that the elemental gets a turn. Oh, it gets attacked and blocks. Nice. There we go. Firestorm. It's probably just an animation we've already seen. Yeah, it's actually kind of exciting. Oh well. Well, at least he tanks pretty well. Can I not reach? No? Okay, well, he needs... I guess I kind of want to give Volk an opportunity to shine, because his final spell is just so expensive to learn in the first place. I kind of want to see what it is. I doubt he'll get the necessary SP from this one fight. Also, oh, okay, I guess these things are actually cold elemental. Suppose that makes sense. You know what? Okay, nothing in that sphere. Was there another one on the other side? Oh yeah, there totally is. Huh. Well... okay. Counter maybe? Yes. Also seem pretty resistant to physical attacks as well. Oh, nothing in both of these. Alright, you say so. Let's see. 63 and 5. Okay, well, one of them is dead. The other one, maybe not so much. Is there anything... oh, Stone Rush. Water Crash. Now, the question is water damage treated differently from cold damage? Or is that just a fancy name for a cold attack? There's really no way to know. I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed that Stone Rush is not a cold attack, so... let's try that and see how much damage it deals. Maybe they're just resistant to magic. Yeah, I really don't want to make these fights last too much longer than absolutely necessary, and I'm clearly failing at that. Oh, now he's also paralyzed, so chances are he's going to skip his turn. You know what? Nope, well, I tried. And now they're spreading around. Whatever. Oh, come on, really? I had my chance to finish this a couple of times now. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, at this point, I just want to hit them at all. Okay, yeah, they just don't take any damage from anything. Gotcha. Well, never mind. That was okay. One damage. But this is also the one... oh. It's also the one that has a lot of health, yeah. I really don't want to spend any spirit stones on killing this one enemy though. It seems silly. What was this? Oh, just some money. Well, at least she deals okay damage when she hits. Very graceful dodge. Okay, Volk, if you could please get a turn. Oh, I guess I could have healed him, huh? Couldn't ensure that he actually would. Nope, he skipped his turn. Goddammit. And now he's no longer paralyzed. Oh well. Choco. There you go. Yeah, this did not play out the way I wanted it. And Volk ended up with only 80 SP. That's not gonna do it. He was missing 400. Oh, okay, I could not move there for a second. Alright, got another crossroads here. Yeah, this seems like, well, fire-themed area. Are we actually going to go through one area for each of the elements? Because that would mean that this dungeon is going to go on for quite some time longer. We'll see. You can heal everyone for free. Can't you? No, it's not dark. I was gonna say. It seemed like there were some healing spells missing. Sure, that's because, I mean, this is just not going to work, right? Or maybe it is. Huh. Okay. So maybe from now on we'll have some actual rewards somewhere. Oh, this is a labyrinth. But why then? I could just take the elevator to the next level, I assume. And unless this is tricking me and with an identical looking room, it certainly seemed to loop. Huh. No, it certainly does. Well, just on the off chance that this is the original room and the other one wasn't. Okay. Interesting. So we have another fight here. Well, just gonna go in with the same people, I suppose. And unless this is a drastically different fight, or a very interesting looking one, I'm just gonna speed things up a little bit by skipping this. Well, we have seen... Well, have we seen dragon type enemies actually? We have seen these spellcasters. Oh, so slow down. Let's kick some dragons in. At least it's only what, 4 enemies? 5 enemies. Can't count it. We also have these spheres. Should at least take a look. Nothing else that are going to give me some spirit stones back. So. Really. How useless. I mean, Stone Rush has the same radius, yeah. This is so annoying. Water Crash? Nope, that's strictly single target. Well, let's see how these fire dragons... I mean, obviously fire dragons, right? On the fire-themed floor. 13 damage. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Mind control. Good. We can't reach this one. Hopefully it's gonna work. And it did. No, it missed. Oh, crap. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. The enemies deal decent amounts of damage. And I guess they have decent amounts of health, too. But the fights are still not difficult at all. Yeah, well... Oh, come on. He's walking farther away, trying to move around the dragon. Can we please just get this over with quickly? I guess I can use Meteor to hit 2 enemies, sure. Whatever. Okay, that still deals okay damage. And she levels up. Nice. Alright, you know what? You can keep this spellcaster in the back. He's almost dead. I guess that was worth it. You might be able to finish off this dragon. And you can... Oh, the warlock. Nice, level 28. Take a look what's in spear number 2. Nothing. Great. Well, I mean, you can do this to basically take out an enemy in a single casting, because obviously mind-controlled enemies at the end of combat don't need to be destroyed. They're just, I don't know, I guess we just assume that we make them jump off a cliff after the fight is over or something. Okay, just out of curiosity, you can divide, you can resurrect. Huh, but he can't now. Of course, because now he's on our side. Slow enemy. Yeah. Unfortunately, well, let's see if he can reach with divide. Yes, he can. Sure. Mostly doing this because it will give Dora some experience points. As proven by this level up. And maybe... oh, I forgot to actually pick up the Spirit Stones first. Thankfully, I guess, we didn't get the instant kill. Well, Vox should be able to... yeah, okay. I mean, anyone will be able to finish him off. Unless you miss. No. Very good. 123, okay. No experience for Delma at all. Sorry. Okay, let's see if we are getting closer to any of the things. Alright, she can learn Earthquake and Divide. I mean, maybe if nothing else, Earthquake has a nicer radius than her existing spells. Divide I'm not too interested in. But only 100 more SP. That means like 1 or 2 kills in a fight should give her Earthquake, so that's definitely one thing I want to know, I want to have. And he's only about 150 away from Diamond Dust. Alright. Yeah, she really doesn't have anything super interesting. Maybe Paralyzing Wind. Everything else is just buffs and debuffs that I'm not going to use. Alright, I mean, it's actually... Ibidora also doesn't have anything super interesting. Again, maybe Paralyzing Wind, but she's so far off. It seems hardly worth to even try going for it. Well, she now has enough for a Thunderstorm, so let's definitely learn that. And keep the rest... well, I mean, obviously, we can't spin it now, but... yeah, I'm honestly not super interested in another healing skill. I mean, it's a good one, but it does cost 20 SP. But I'd rather see what unlocks next also. Right, these two are completely done. Maru... Mind Scan, setting a defensive stance. Yeah, I mean, none of these are interesting actually. Transfer could probably be used to great effect, but I'm not going to. She's done. She actually has probably the smallest selection of skills out of all the characters, interestingly. Well, and all Deepback can learn is Resurrection, which I guess I might go for that. Let's see what was actually that. It's just a dead end. Okay, great, cool. Now that leaves a couple of questions. This is the room we arrived in. And going left seems to just loop. And going right from that room seems to also loop back to this room. But going right again, or I guess going right for the first time, maybe it's actually going right twice that brings you to another room. So maybe going left twice. Well, it does give you a combat, so it looks like that might be the whole trick. Unless there really is two identical looking middle rooms, which raises the question as to what happens when we take any of the other elevators. Okay, so she's close to learning what I want her to learn, as is he. I'm gonna pick Camellia as well. I mean, Gans's remaining skills are not interesting, Maru's aren't interesting. And Choco definitely needs to learn more. Yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, I guess I'll check the way back, or the way I came from, just to be sure. Here we have Hellhounds and Reachers. Weird name. I wonder if that's just some kind of mistranslation. They're supposed to be Leechers, maybe, or... I just don't know. Anyway, I guess we can skip over this, right? We've seen dogs and Reaper enemies plenty of times before, so... see you in just a second. There we go. So I guess it was semi-successful in that Choco got a decent amount of SP. Neither Delma nor Volk are where they need to be. And interestingly, or actually kind of amusingly, Camellia got a single SP and 7 XP for, I think, attacking once and dealing like 2 physical damage, so... Definitely looks like combat rewards are directly related to the damage dealt. Although it's obviously other factors... Okay, well... Other factors must play a role as well. Such as... Delma. Right. Definitely going to heal, don't worry. Didn't forget. Not this time. Right. Yeah, other factors definitely play a role, as getting killing blows definitely gives you bonuses. Things like healing, debuffs and whatnot must also award some amount of points based on something. As well as mind controlling and doing actions as a mind controlled character. Okay, that's an interesting take on Cerberus, I must say. It seems kind of inconvenient for the guy without any actual hands, but sure, I guess you can use those hand mouths to grab things. Huh, interesting. Oh sure, I guess I might as well. Can I actually? Yes, I can. Shatter a completely empty sphere. And another one. Okay. Can we reach more than one enemy? We cannot. Okay, in that case, might as well just conserve the SP. Okay, good. Please dodge those hugs. They don't look very desirable. Well, she could do something like this. Really? I mean, they should be close enough, right? I mean, this is, but for only 2 enemies, not worth. Not worth. Okay. Only 17 damage? Guess maybe it's blocked. It's hard to tell. Don't really know what Digbag's blocking animation looks like. I mean, Camellia, you can... I don't know why I even have her here. It's not like she has anything super interesting to learn. Paralyzing Wind, I guess. I mean, she can heal and she has the obvious Meteor spell. It looks kind of handy to, well, kill things. If all else fails. In this case, she softened them up very nicely for the others to actually get the kills. Nice, one Cerberus down. Can probably finish this guy off. Yep. Oh, Digbag's turn again. Sure. Don't mind if he does. Oh, no. Well. That was a dodge. You know what? If Delma can get a single kill here, that might... Come on, please triple. It might be enough, especially when it's a crit. She only needs, I think, what, 29 more points to learn her final skill. Her final interesting skill. What's this? Slow down? Yeah, whatever. I don't even care. Spirit Stones. Kill. And Volk, if you would, please finish your distant relative here. Okay, so Delma can learn whatchamacallit. Actually, Volk might be really close if he's not there yet. He might be just yeah, he's just literally 1 point off. Okay. Earthquake, right? That's it. Definitely gonna give that a try. It's not super expensive. Maybe I really hope that it has at least good reach and good radius. Yeah, she's not really. Oh, actually, she made enough headway, so sure. Learn this. Yeah, she could learn Vital Energy, but I'm gonna wait for things to come. Big Bag is making some good progress towards Resurrection, for what it's worth. So let's see, this should be treasure. Or maybe this is the way forward. What? So the elevator was a trap? Huh. Okay, I did not expect that. There is a shop here. I was wondering if we'd see another one. Sure, I guess. So at least we can restock on Spirit Stones. Huh. I assume that... Yeah, it looks like the exact same things as before. As well as items, but we didn't use any items, so... Huh, interesting. I mean, the unfortunate part is that we are going to trigger the same fights on the way back. So... well, okay. Might as well take a look at what we have here. Skills... Kharg... Vital Energy... Just top everyone off. Start, and we'll see what enemies we get here. But I'm most likely going to skip over this. Yep. Just enemies we've seen before. So, see you in a second. Okay, and I'm actually back. Because we have learned Earthquake. Which has a very good radius, but... yeah. Very good range, very good reach. A very disappointing radius. Well, let's give it at least a shot. Eh. Yeah. Unfortunately, somewhat underwhelming. Oh. Well, I guess okay. With that, I'm actually going to pause. I don't think there's anything else new. I guess I could... No, you know, since it's a turn coming up right now, I am going to show off Paralyzing Wind. Oh, okay. If she moves here, I wanted to at least hit more than one enemy, you know, as in 2, for example. I mean, if this works... Well, it did work on one enemy, so... It's certainly not useless. Paralysis is definitely one of the strongest, if not flat out the strongest status effect. Maybe short of, you know, instant death. I guess at this point I might as well keep the entire fight, huh? Oops. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna skip the rest of it. Hey, that was a good haul for Choco. She got the next class level up. And that gives her Stone Skewer. Okay, a Stone Pillar. Slightly traumatized by how underwhelming Earthquake was. That has a very similar description, but I'm gonna assume the best and hope that's actually pretty good. I guess while I'm here, I might as well take care of this. Oh, and also, I mean, obviously, Volk is going to be able to learn Diamond Dust now. Huge Ice Pillar pierces the enemy. What's up with all the piercing pillars? seems like an ongoing theme right now. Right, I mean, earthquake, column of rock. At least it doesn't say anything about piercing the enemies. But... okay, was this another encounter? Yes. Ugh, okay. Well, see you in a moment. And once again, I forgot that we just learned Diamond Dust, so here it goes. It actually, as you can tell, has not great range, but very good radius, so pretty happy about that. Okay, it also looks kind of impressive. Damage is okay too, especially when it hits this many enemies. Okay, that's not terrible. And with that, I'm actually going to skip the rest of this fight, so again, see you in a second. Okay, we're back, and I'm aware that there is a very, very good chance that this is entirely pointless, but I just need to know. So there are these elevators, but I mean, quite obviously the path over to the left is the way to actually go, because there's a safe point and a shop. Oh, what? This is a fight? Was there a fight before? So I guess what I really want to find out at this point is if there's actually some looping going on, or if this is just two identical looking maps in the middle. If so, this is not the room. The one we were just in is not the room we arrived in. So I guess we'll find out. Right, so last time I also didn't pick Choco for some reason, so she didn't get any more experience. That was kind of stupid on my part. Whoops. Can't tell. Have we seen this room before? I certainly haven't seen... This is just a dead end though. Yeah, so, okay. It's just tricking you with two identical looking rooms. That then leaves the question, what's up with the two elevators? Are they just not going to work? Are they going nowhere? This is quite mysterious. Although, I still haven't given up hope that one of these paths is actually going to lead to some treasure. Oh, just... there we go. I mean, okay. I'm not sure if we've seen Ninja Masters. I think there's both Ninja Masters and Master Ninjas, not that there's much of a difference. They're just reskins of the same kind of enemy. So I guess I don't really need to show this off on camera. It's just another boring fight. So, and we don't have any new skills to show? No, I don't think so. Okay, another skip coming up right now. Okay, I think I kind of cut myself off there before, so... whoops. Also, one thing I found funny, I mind-controlled one of these ninjas, and look at these target areas. I mean, that's literally just a tiny ring around him. That makes it super awkward to actually target when you're using this enemy. So I guess, I mean, for the AI, obviously it doesn't make a difference, because the AI can just position itself without having to check distances and whatnot, but yeah, this is... almost seems like an oversight that they didn't properly adjust for use by the player. Oops, it's also exactly what I wanted to do, so... I mean, we've seen them throw bombs. Or, well, I have. Okay, deadly smoke. So maybe that is really just an instant death attack. Guess we're gonna see. Maybe? Seems like it. Or it could be poison or something, I guess. Oh, it's so close, okay. Could have positioned myself a bit better here. No? Oh, that, okay. That was a little bit... It was a little bit of a lame kick, but it was enough. Ouch. Alright, I guess for good measure we might as well use the bomb. If I can position myself right. Might be enough to finish him off. Oh yeah, actually not bad. Not bad damage. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. Oh, okay, so this is the treasure room. So maybe the... I'm gonna check the elevator just because I want to know, but at this point they're probably just not going to work. So red charms, fire talismans, spirit stones that we don't need. Type 4 ruby lance proto. Is that new? It sure is. So right now we're at 266 and 74% power, although I'm not sure what the power actually has. Say 432 and 120% power? Okay. That sounds amazingly good. And just as before, yeah, as soon as you combine that with something else, it just... I don't know, it just gets worse. Battle Jacket. Power Berry. Okay, Power Berry, I think it increases attack. That's nice. Lots of healing items. And a ton of money. Alright. Party items. Power Berry, yes. And we're going to use that on... Who's our best physical attacker right now? I mean, I guess we can just see here. 140. Choco's pretty good. Kharg is better, but he's also quite a few levels higher than Darc is, so... I guess at the same level, Darc would be better. In pure physical attack. Even better than Gans, but yeah, again, most characters just lagging behind so much on level. Deep Bag's not terrible big, but he's also level 38, so I don't know. I guess it comes down to who am I mostly going to use physical attacks with. I guess I'm going to use Darc. And, but we also have the yet another item accessory, probably. Battle Jacket for Gans, okay. For veteran soldiers only. Menus are just not my friend. So I suppose we replace... Which one is better, bone or steel? And does he even need a stone holder? Not technically. Okay, this does... Yeah, I mean, obviously it lowers his MMP, but raises everything else by quite a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Obviously now we'll have to make our way through at least... Oh, never mind. Oh no, because that room was the fight room. Okay, cool. That gives us an opportunity to do this, and it actually goes up. Huh? What? Does this loop around? It does. I think no, it does not. Okay. More treasure. 3 life berries or whatever. Superconductor coil. Life ring. Don't really need. And it continues. Wow, this dungeon. Okay, I just don't know what to think of it. What to believe anymore. So, airship part, I guess? Superconductor thing? For this slot, no? Okay, let's use the life tree berries. I guess again, Darc, 346. Oh, okay. Certainly behind on hit points in comparison to Kharg. So, what exactly... Oh, that's for her. Okay. Extends range of optical guns. Is that true? Stun unit adds paralysis. I mean, that's pretty useful, actually. Tends to happen quite a bit. Okay, this lowers damage. Gives her a little bit of crit. But maybe it actually extends the range of her attack. Would that be that useful, though? I mean, if it extended it a lot, maybe, because stunning enemies at a distance could be useful. Oh. Yeah, even compared to this, so it really doesn't raise attack at all. It raises crit by 10 points, it looks like. It decreases hit. Maybe extends the range. I don't know. You know what? Actually, since she's not really doing a lot of damage at all. So lowering her damage is not going to make much of a difference. Hit rate, maybe, but it's also not lowered by a lot. So I'm just going to do this. And if I end up using her at all, which is by no means guaranteed, maybe her attacks are going to have a bit more reach. Maybe even crit a bit more. I guess that helps. A bit more crit is certainly more useful than a bit more base damage. Well, we're just going to keep going with the same old enemies. I guess I'm going to use her just to take a look. Although, of course, without a direct comparison, it might not be noticeable at all, depending on how much it is extended, if it is extended. Oh, we'll get some scorpions and some beetles. Not sure we've seen this particular kind of scorpion, although they're just called scorpions, so chances are we have. Well, let's do that. And actually this might be longer range. Quite a bit longer, in fact. I think. Can you change... Wait a second. You can switch equipment. Uh-huh. Well, that makes it easy to compare. Yep. I'd say about almost 50% increase. Is that right? 30 to 50%? Not bad, actually. Quite noticeable. Also, why am I not using this? I only just saw this. We must have picked this up at some point and I didn't really register? Sure. Well, at least we saw the paralysis kicking in. But yeah, the damage itself that she deals is just not worth, you know, not worth mentioning. And since now I know that there is a shop coming up where I can restock on spirit stones, I don't need to hold back anymore whatsoever. Sure, take your time. That one didn't even want to move at all. Alright. Oh, can't reach. Doesn't really matter. No storm. That's okay range, I guess. Sure. Let's hit 2 enemies. Yeah, I mean, it still deals okay damage, and it looks impressive. It's certainly worth something. Oh, we get a rare item from one of these spheres. It's probably just some kind of healing item. Oh, hey, instant death. Oh, let's see if we can. Oh, great herb. Huh? I mean, pretty great. To be fair, her paralysis attack seems to be working more often than not. Which actually makes her kind of useful. She can heal. She can deal pretty okay magical damage. And she can pretty reliably stun enemies. I mean, she's certainly not a terrible character. Now, what is this? Okay, it just continues. Maybe this is gonna lead to the other elevator back down? Looks like it might. Okay, we got dual spikes. And we got the Blade of the Giants. Blade of the Giants sounds like something for Gans. Oh. Okay, that's for her. Hopefully it's good. And oh, that's for him. Alright. Too unwieldy for the average person, but not Volk. There you are. He's good. I mean, do we want to replace this one? It does give him quite a bit more attack power than the Blue Wolf Blade. Lowering speed is not a problem. Lowering guard is not much of a problem. Lowering mana. Or rather, maybe the Blue Wolf Blade gives him more. Now this obviously is going to lower his counter attack. And not increase his attack by as much. This is not going to increase his attack at all. Huh. Lowering speed even more, giving him a better hit. Actually, looks like switching out this might be the best option. I mean, really, it gives him the biggest attack boost. It does lower speed a little bit. Bend guard, which doesn't matter. Gives him better hit. I don't think at this point hit should matter too much. We're not really missing a lot of attacks unless we're attacking frontally. Lowering mana by 7 is a bit unfortunate, but, you know, honestly, ultimately, not that big of a deal. I could always go back and give him a Stoneholder if I really wanted to. As for her, she's not using any Delma-specific parts right now. Okay, I mean, I guess we could replace a Diamond Coating with dual spikes to reduce her speed by 1 point less, I guess. That's what it comes down to. The alternative being basically removing her counter entirely, giving her better, slightly, well, a bit better attack, and quite a bit better avoidance. Is that worth it though? I guess I'm just going to go for the straight upgrade. Yeah, that's just leads back to the original room we arrived in. Okay, so it just looks tricky, I guess, with these clone rooms. We should only have a single fight on the way to the safe point, right? Yeah, this one. Or there might be one in the next room, or is the next? I think the next room might already be the corridor with the save point. We'll see. Actually, no, he's not quite there, but actually pretty close. Yeah, she's just amassing SP at this point for no reason. Right, she's done, he's done. Stone Skewer getting there. Yeah, she's pretty far off from everything, but it doesn't matter. Alright, actually, once more, gonna heal. Let's start the fight, and it's probably going to be against enemies we've seen numerous times before. And you know what that means. Yeah, okay, it's these weird Cerberuses and whatchamacallit, Evil Eyes. Okay, well, we don't know this combination, but we know the enemies. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, it was actually 2 fights in a row. That's okay. We're finally back here again. What was it I wanted to do? Well, refill Spirit Stones, I guess. Almost full. I wonder if it's worth. buying anymore. I guess I might as well. It's not like I need the money for anything at this point. So, Spirit Stones. Sure. Some of those. Yeah, come again. I'm not very likely, honestly. Guess I'm gonna... Oh, okay, okay, it specifically says water floor. I just didn't catch that last time, I guess. So this should probably be fire floor then, yeah. And even though the episode is somewhat long, I feel like... I don't know. I spent a long time with this dungeon as of yet, and it looks like we're going to spend more, because this is probably the wind floor. I mean, I kind of dig that they are going, you know, going for the whole elemental theme and all that. And honestly, or obviously the dungeon is only taking me this long to explore because I just insist on, you know, checking out every single path and mentally mapping everything. Okay, some kind of path going on to the right here, and this is gonna be a fight for sure. Just gonna pick the same old characters again. Although honestly, Deekbag might... Yep, he can learn this now. So do I even... I mean, I guess I might as well not use Deekbag, but instead slowly but surely work on maxing out everyone's skill. If I'm going to have this many random fights before the end of the game, chances are I'm actually going to fully learn all skills for everybody. Okay, this ninja seems to be pretty fast. Supreme Ninja and Ninja Masters. Gotcha. And Royal Guards. Yeah, I mean, again, nothing we haven't already seen before, so once more I'm going to skip over this. Not sure how much longer I'm going to go. I mean, most likely I'm not going to explore the entirety of the wind floor if it's only half as long as the fire floor, but we'll see. Okay, the fight is almost over, and I mean, I guess it's not quite as cool as actually showing it, but Choco just leveled up from destroying one of those spheres. For some reason I was sure the spheres couldn't actually be destroyed. No, what am I saying? Of course they could be destroyed. I was pretty sure they didn't actually give any experience. Because I don't know, I thought I had some character only destroy one of those spheres, and they didn't get any experience after the fight, but I guess I must just be remembering wrong. Anyway, I also tried mind controlling one of these Royal Guards like 3 times already, and it has failed every single time, yep. I'm not sure if they're immune or just very resistant. I just really wanted to use their Piccolo Death Spiral skill myself, at least once. But no. How close is he? 51, yeah, not close enough. I thought maybe poison could finish him off, but not with this, however. Definitely will. There we go. Okay. Good SP for Choco, but not enough for another class level. And well, in before this is the actual path to the next floor. It seems to be going on for a while, but we also have treasure here. Oh. 2 pieces. Sorcerer Mask and Diamond Coating. I mean, at this point we're drowning in Diamond Coating. And obviously this Sorcerer Mask is for... Yeah, okay, I didn't really take my time to read the description, but it's obviously for Maru, and it obviously increases magic. Why with a question mark, though? It lowers his defense compared to the other mask, or to the ring, but certainly raises his M&T and avoidance, so yeah. Doesn't seem terrible. We have another fight along this path also I need to heal, because the enemies are actually really dealing some damage at this point. No doubt about that. Oops. Here we go. And we'll see what the game gives me this time. Maybe something new. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Kill a gargoyle. Well, we have seen this kind of enemy, and we have seen a kind of dragon before. Also, the episode is getting really long. I'm probably going to finish after this fight. Well, I'm going to take a look at the next room. For sure, but I'm going to skip over this unless something interesting happens. Okay, actually, one thing I noticed before but didn't mention yet. Look at this. I guess it must have to do with... I mean, obviously it has to do with the giant blade we equipped it. This did increase Volk's attack range and, well, just attack area tremendously. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. I also tried mind controlling one of these dragons, because, you know, having a dragon pet would be pretty cool, but it missed. I'm not sure if I guess we haven't really come across many of these enemies before, so I didn't have much opportunity to try to mind control. Nope. Yeah, it's strange. I wonder if it's just because she's not super high level. She is only level 27. These enemies are actually level over 30, so... I suppose it's not too big of a surprise that mind control fails more often than not. Although it does tend to work immediately on certain types of enemies, and fail repeatedly on other types, so maybe it is really... certain enemies can't be mind controlled or are extremely resistant to it. I don't know. I also haven't used skills a lot, but she's actually looking a bit dicey in terms of health. Obviously, I've been playing kind of recklessly, just trying to get these fights over with quickly, as opposed to, you know, actually taking much time to position myself right and pay attention to health and all that. Yeah, sure. We don't have to worry about spirit stones whatsoever. Also not sure why I feel like I should be showing the rest of this fight when it's clearly not super interesting. But I mean, at this point it's nearly over. In fact, I think with Volk's long range, it might be that most enemies, or that all enemies, can't really counterattack him at all, even if he's attacking frontally, just because... or just when he's attacking at max range, because he's too far away for them to counter. If so, that's definitely a nice added bonus. Although attacking from the front remains the suboptimal approach, of course, in terms of enemies being able to block and dodge and whatnot. And this just loops us back to... Huh? No, this must be another case of identical looking rooms, right? We took a long arc around the right side. So this should be either a straight path back to the identical looking room. Actually, I'm not sure. Was there an elevator just as we arrived? I took a look at the paths to the left and right, but didn't really pay attention. So it's possible that this is just a dead end. Well, it is a fight. Actually, no, not Deke. Sorry, Deke. Skill, magic, healing. Okay. This fight I'm definitely going to skip. Where we have an hour-long episode here. Of not a whole lot going on. I mean, it's mostly just, you know, running through rooms and looking at slightly varied random encounters. Oh, this does indeed seem to be a dead end. So maybe this is the treasure room for this route? Assuming... well, actually I shouldn't really assume. But here I am. So I guess the elevator in the first room we arrived in just leads to some... maybe a dead end with more treasure, or maybe it connects over to the other elevator in the room before this one. that might just be a path, maybe with some more treasure along the road. Or this elevator here leads to progress, and the other elevator leads to some kind of dead end, and there's just another loop over on the left side as well. I guess that's my working theory for now. Honestly, what I might do, because this is getting pretty long and not super exciting, well, I'm going to first finish this fight and see if there's any treasure here so we can collect it. So yeah, see you in a second. And it's just empty. Great. Wonderful. So much for that. Okay. Well, with that out of the way, I guess I'm going to end the episode here, and I'm probably going to explore the rest of the floor off camera, just, you know, in the interest of saving some time. I have a good idea. I think I have a good idea about the layout of this, if I know how the devs think. I mean, I think I do, but maybe I'm completely off. We'll see. In any case, it's not going to be super interesting to watch, and I'm going to do that exploration off camera, having a lot more random fights along the way. I'm just going to give you a short report next episode, and or show anything interesting if I come across such a thing. Okay, but now I'm gonna call it an episode. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.